दर्शक महानुभावहरू अमेरिकाको मेरिल्यान्ड स्थित बेथेस्डामा आज NRN को तेस्रो साधारण सभा हुँदैछ र हामी यहाँ देखिरहेछौँ विभिन्न राज्यबाट विभिन्न व्यक्तित्वहरू यहाँ हुन्छ। अब केही क्षणमै कार्यक्रम सुरु हुने हामीले जानकारी पाएको छ। हेरौँ हामी यहाँ दर्ताको लागि दमादमेर चाहिँ भिडम्बिर छ र हामीलाई आयोजकले जानकारी गराएअनुसार करिब 1000 जना भन्दा बेसी विभिन्न राज्यबाट र यहाँका स्थानीय व्यक्तिहरू गरेर आउने बुझिएको छ र यहाँ यसै प्रचार क्रममा भर्जिनिया 7 नम्बर 87 का जीवन तिवारीको पनि हामी देखिरहेका छौँ र हामी हेर्नु होला। हजुर धन्यवाद छ। यहाँ हामी अहिले अमेरिकाका पूर्व सभासदका उम्मेदवार प्रसन्न उनियार पनि हामी बिच हुनुहुन्छ र जीवन तिवारी पनि हुनुहुन्छ र उहाँ चाहिँ यही कार्यक्रमको लागि उहाँ आउनुभएको छ। धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। यो आफ्नो भिडियोमा देखाएको धन्यवाद। हामी देखिरहेको म के दिन्छु देखिरहेको धन्यवाद। हामी झलकहरू अब कार्यक्रम सुरु हुने विभिन्न राज्यबाट
for our founding fathers to resolve, but through free and open debate, and most importantly, the spirit of compromise, 13 different entities were able to unite as one country. Now, what our founders agreed on then was not a perfect product. They left some important problems unresolved, and later generations were obliged to solve them. And over the years, we have changed our Constitution dozens of times. It has evolved along with the changing circumstances in American society. So while the United States has had several bumps along the way, our Constitution has stood the test of time and served as a model for democracies all around the world. In fact, so many people are working abroad that remittances now account for 30% of the GDP of Nepal. 70% of the Nepali population is under 35, and many of them still need the educational opportunities and the employment opportunities to ensure their own success in life. Meanwhile, as we look at the rest of South Asia, more and more of the economies are starting to exhibit the attributes of rapid economic growth. Globalization is shrinking distances across the entire region. And within South Asia, countries are starting to reach out toward each other to look at ways to connect themselves.
The population is African Americans, 6% Asians, approximately 9% Hispanics. If you add to that a woman, we truly have majority. And so it's a very unique state. Annually, we give out approximately $8 billion in contracts. And of that, our goal is to give out approximately 30% to minority-owned businesses. And that's about $2.5 billion. And it either creates or maintains approximately 37,000 jobs.
Recognition to the Nepal people. And the certificate reads, U.S. Senator Benjamin L. Carter, certificate of special recognition presented to the non-resident Nepal American Association on the occasion of your 3rd annual convention, celebrating your service and commitment to
group that represents Asian Americans is called AAPI. There are roughly 18.2 million AAPIs in the United States today, based on the 2010 census. And of those, I think you've heard a number that in the range of 300,000 identify themselves as Nepali Americans. You should know that in the census itself, only 70,000 specifically mark themselves as Nepali Americans. The number is larger, and it takes an extraordinary effort, primarily because in our communities, language access is a serious issue, to educate people to make sure that they actually get counted. So I would encourage you as one initiative to take on making sure that in the next census, it's very deeply about how all the communities in Asia and Nepali Americans in particular have that seat at the table. I had the privilege of accompanying the President on his recent trip to India, where two historic things happened. He was the first president in modern American history to go to India twice during his term. And the second was he was the first president to be invited and to accept as chief guest at India's Republic Day. Now, there was a lot of pomp and ceremony, and there were a lot of photographs taken. But there was one photograph that stuck in my mind, and that if you just fast forward 10 years and think about Nepal and America, if you had that same vision in your mind or image, that could be something that you aspire to. And in this photograph taken at Hyderabad House, the first day the President arrived, the President is sitting across the table from the Prime Minister Nrn Modi. And obviously next to the Prime Minister on this side of the table, if you wish, the left thing. Though I wish I could personally be with you today, I'm grateful for the opportunity to share a short message in recognition of the NRN's achievements and success in uniting the diaspora, Asian Americans, and others here in the United States. To the diaspora and the various constituencies represented here, Convener Tiwari, Asian American leaders, and honored guests, thank you for your commitment and providing a valuable network of individuals that allow for constructive collaboration and sharing of interests. It's been an honor and a privilege to be the first Hindu to serve in Congress. You should know that Congressman Tulsi Gabbard is the first Hindu-American in the United States Congress. From a young age, I came to appreciate karma yoga, that true happiness comes from serving others with the understanding that we are all caretakers of the earth and we should care for each other as we are part of one family. I wish you great success as you convene your third annual meeting. Aloha, Tulsi Gabbard, Member of Congress from Hawaii's 2nd District.
Nepali time is very, very flexible. The second thing I learned is that it's not uncommon to have 20 people speaking when there's room for 2. So I'm not shocked. But I know that by the prestige and of your distinguished guests, and by the way, thank you so much for inviting me. It's nice to be back in a little different setting because you folks speak English. My first speech I gave to people who primarily only spoke Nepali, or they preferred to speak that. So my comments and my jokes were flat. Nobody understood a word I said. That's not the case today. I'd like to mention, though, that I've been the Consul General now for 15 years, and I don't feel I have any vested rights. It's been an honor, and I was very pleased to have been appointed. It's a unique situation for me. I have a disadvantage and an advantage. My disadvantage is I'm not Nepali. I don't know the culture because I didn't grow up in it. I know what I've learned, but I don't have the benefit of understanding the culture thoroughly. I didn't grow up in Nepal. I was kind of a stranger, but I have the benefit or the advantage of being objective. I was adopted as an adopted son of Nepal, and it was a two-way street. They didn't have to choose me, and I didn't have to accept. But they did choose me, and I did accept, and I never looked back. It forms a very, very strong bond, and I'm very proud of that bond, and I've worked very diligently to enhance the bond because I love the country, I love the people, and it's been a wonderful benefit to me. I'd like to maybe propose a new title. NRN's a good title, but how about ANRN, American Non-Resident Nepalis? I will say I have my own category. I think that considering the program and considering the guests that you have today, I have to exercise a certain self-discipline or some control of myself, which is very hard for me to do. I don't normally do that, but I think on this occasion I have to control my speaking, and I let the other guests have the opportunity. I would like to mention one thing. If this were a corporate meeting, if it was a board meeting, I serve on the board of directors of the American Nepal Medical Foundation with your president, Gajendra Chetri, and I've gotten to know him very well. He's very well respected by our board. He's a hard worker. He loves the country. But if this were a board meeting, I would have the opportunity under the Robert's Rules of Order to say, point of order, point of personal privilege. Well, the personal privilege, it maybe is presumptuous of me, but many, Ambassador Bodhi, who I know is a devotee and he loves Nepal dearly, but his mentor was Ambassador Mike Malinowski. I don't know how many of you, ladies and gentlemen, knew Ambassador Malinowski, but he was as though he were a Nepali himself. He was devoted to the country. He had a very severe stroke. He lives in the Washington area. And for those of you who know him, I would only point out that it probably would be not such a bad idea if you got them a little note or something. He's struggling very hard to recover.
My honor and privilege to speak at the Nrn Usa Agm Inauguration. A significant number of the skillful and research-ful, namely, I made America their new home. So only about 10,000 have become the Nrn members. While we are struggling to adjust the new country and culture, we are also deliberately, directly and indirectly affected by the socio-economic and political instability in our motherland. We, as a diaspora community, have a divided loyalty and we love both places. While we have contributed our economic growth in the United States, we have also uplifted the economic condition of our family back home to Nepal. We all love. Nepal wants its progress, however, the progress is still on the side. This is one of the reasons we are here today as Honorary Consul of Government of Nepal. Let me talk about some precise problem right now. Industries are not performing well. Some of them have been closed and resolved. Unemployment rate is increasing day by day. The country is losing its most important asset, the resource power, young manpower. Most of our unskilled youth are working hard in Gulf countries, while the skilled and the highly educated Nepalese youth have made developed countries their new home. The government of Nepal and the Nrn should work jointly to re-establish the closed industries so as to create an employment opportunity at home. This could prevent the exodus of the skilled manpower to the third countries. Nepal has a huge trade deficit that all we know. We don't have the industry and we have 642 Arab Nepalese rupees deficit in the trade. We have 11.2% export from Nepal and we have an import 88.8% that we depend on our whole economy on the import, and export is going decline day by day. We have to focus the industry and the facility to increase the export through the cash incentives and rebate on that and providing the business-friendly environment. Government business is dwelling due to the reason of the termination of the multi-fiber agreement MFA in 2005 under GATT policy. US and other countries phase out bilateral agreements after Nepal became a WTO member, but Nepal is still not highly resourceful to compete in the global economy. I think we need to initiate the lobbying and advocacy at the highest level of the US government for granting Nepalese ready-made garment duty-free, quota-free status in view of being a landlocked country, helping the post-conflict destruction, and initiate the economic recovery. But we have recently, we have a good news about the ready-made garment that could be increased in future. The Democrat Senator, Dan Feinstein, from California, the long-term friend of Nepal, he filed January 7, 2015 bill number S81 titled Nepal Trade Reference Act. which specific the objective of the allowing the Nepalese ready-made garment duty-free access into the USA. This is currently referred to the Committee on the Finance. Hopefully that Nepal caucus and US those Democrat leaders support those caucus and we can follow and we can get those duty-free approved and Nepal garment industry re-established again. Nepal export garment, pashmina woolen products, silver jewelry and handicrafts items to the US, but all import had to pay the heavy duty taxes because of the non-renewal of GST facility since last year. I know among all of us we have a lot of importers and we are paying the duty for import on those handicrafts items. So if you are paying duty now,
as brief as I can. First of all, my thanks to the people who invited us. And I always come up with some numbers. Being a person who teaches at university, I never get tired of the numbers. I want to congratulate the National Coordination Council and also the regional coordinator and the whole group of ICC for raising the membership by 4,000%. From 300 to 12,000. That's 4,000% increase. That's amazing, and I want to really congratulate you on that one. I also want to warn. That's the good news. The bad news is you also have to raise your management capacities by 4,000%. In other words, it's not easy. And I also want to give you some other numbers about the diaspora. And I always bring it up because sometimes we underestimate the strength of the diaspora from both sides. Also for the benefit of Nepal and also for the benefit of the host country. The Nepalese diaspora is about 3.5 million people strong. That's about 12.5% of Nepal's population. Indian diaspora is about 27 million, which is about 2.5% of India's population. So in terms of the percentage of the people outside in diaspora, we are big. Whether that's good or bad is another point, but in terms of the number, we are almost 5 times as big as the Indian diaspora proportionate per capita. But on the other hand, I did a quick calculation. The remittance in India is $54 billion per year. The Indian diaspora sends the largest amount of remittance of any country in the world. Number 2 is like Mexico and Philippines and China and so on. We send our remittance, which is 30% of the Nepal's economy, and Indians send $54 billion, which is about 4% of their economy. My quick calculation showed that per capita remittance sent by the Indian diaspora is about 30% more. I'm just talking about the people who work in the Gulf and Malaysia and other places than the per capita diaspora remittance sent by the Nepalese. So we have a long way to go in terms of enhancing our skill, maybe the Open University of Nepal, or getting trained so that we can, if we're outside, might as well send a little more money. That's another point that I wanted to do. The other quick calculation that I have done, which this morning we heard from the State Department also, that the total per capita income of about 300,000 people in North America equals to the
गैर आवासीय नेपालीहरूको साझा संस्थाको रूपमा तिनको प्रतिनिधित्व गर्ने, गैर आवासीय नेपालीहरूको पुँजी नेपालको चौतर्फी विकासमा लगानी गर्ने, नेपाल सरकार र नेपाली उद्यमीहरूसँग साझेदार स्थापना गर्ने, विदेशी मुलुकमा नेपाली संस्कृति र पर्यटनको प्रवर्धन गर्ने, विदेशी नागरिकलाई नेपालभित्र आकर्षण विदेशी लगानीलाई नेपालभित्र आकर्षण गर्ने र गैर आवासीय नेपालीहरू बसोबास गरिरहेका मुलुकमा उनीहरूलाई स्थायित्व समग्र हितका लागि सक्रियता रहने उद्देश्यले 2003 साल अक्टोबर 11 तारिकका दिन लन्डनमा बसेको सम्मेलनले तय गरेको यो एकपटकको नेपाली सधैँको लागि नेपाली, नेपालीका लागि नेपाली भन्ने नाराका साथ अघि बढेको यो एनआरएन अहिले 12 वर्षमा चलिरहेको छ। 12 वर्षको अवधिमा अहिले 70 वटा देशमा यसले नेशनल कोअर्डिनेसन काउन्सिल गठन गर्न सकेको छ र त्यसैगरी यसमा दुईटा तह छन्, आईसीसी र एनसीसी। आईसीसी भनेको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय समन्वय परिषद हो र एनसीसी भनेको राष्ट्रिय समन्वय परिषद। हामी जसरी 70 वटा राष्ट्रिय समन्वय परिषद अन्तर्गत हामी चाहिँ अमेरिका पनि त्यसमा एउटा हौँ र हामीले पहिला धेरै एनआरएनका साथीहरू यहाँ चाहिँ उत्तेजनात्मक रूपले आउनुभएको देख्दाखेरि हामीलाई धेरै खुसी लागेको छ। पहिला हामी एउटा सानो कोठामा मिटिङ गर्थ्यौँ र भेला हुन्थ्यौँ। त्यतिखेरदेखिको यो एनआरएन अहिले चाहिँ 15,000 जति मेम्बर पुग्दाखेरि हामीलाई धेरै खुसी लागेको छ। त्यति भन्दै छोटो समय भएकोले यो तेस्रो साधारण सभालाई यहाँसम्म ल्याउनु भएकोमा कन्भेनर लोकप्रिय
नेपालीहरूलाई नै हो। एनआरएन आईसीसी लगातार प्रयासमा कारण अब भन्ने संविधान विदेशको नागरिकता लिएको नेपालीहरूलाई नेपालको विशेष नागरिकता प्रदान गर्ने विषय उल्लेख गर्नेमा संविधान सभाको संवैधानिक राजनीति सम्वाद तथा समितिभित्र समिति बाहिर मसौदा निर्माण प्रक्रियामा छ। संविधान सभा अध्यक्ष सुभाष निवालले पनि मार्च 9 तारिखमा काठमाडौँ एनआरएन
notable achievements. When I say entire Nrn family, I mean all who have been involved for the last several years until today, both in ICC and NCC levels, and also media friends. Now, internationally, you have become.
Women speaker Babar, I don't think 2 minutes applies for me. इस सभाका सभापति महोदय, प्रमुख अतिथिज्यू, विशेष अतिथिज्यूहरू, पत्रकार मित्रहरू र यहाँ उपस्थित हुनुभएका सम्पूर्ण महानुभावहरूमा एनआरएन आईसीसी वुमेन इम्पावरमेन्ट टास्क फोर्स चेयरको नाता र म आफ्नो तर्फबाट तपाईहरुलाई नमस्ते दिन चाहन्छु। सर्वप्रथम त अहिलेसम्म त म एक्लै महिला छु। मलाई यहाँ बोलाएर 2 शब्द यो विशेष दिनमा बोल्ने मौका दिनुभएकोमा आयोजक कमिटीलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु। आज मलाई धेरै खुसी लागिरहेको छ। अघि हाम्रो रतन दाइले पनि भनिसक्नु भयो र डाक्टर अम्बिका दाइले पनि भनिसक्नु भयो। यो एनआरएन सानो ग्रुपबाट सुरु भएको थियो। मलाई अहिले पनि याद छ 2010 मा हामी केन्टकीमा एउटा परिवार जस्तो भेटेका थियौँ। सायद मैले पहिलोचोटि एनआरएन त्यहाँ नै सुनेको थिएँ। त्यस दिनदेखि लगातार म यो एनआरएनमा लागिरहेको छु र आई एम भेरी प्राउड अफ द्याट। अझै पनि यो रुममा यति धेरै विशिष्ट व्यक्तिहरू हुनुहुन्छ। कति धेरै मेल पुरुषहरूले बोलिरहनु भएको छ। मैले प्रोग्रामको लिस्ट हेरेको थिएँ। 34 जना मेल स्पिकर हुनुहुन्छ आज यो मञ्चमा आएर बोल्ने र पहिलो महिला स्पिकर म छु र एउटा स्पिकर महिलाको नाम देखेको छु। तपाईँ आफू भन्नुहोस्, हामीलाई यो समाजले यहाँका लिडरहरूले स्पिच दिँदाखेरि बोल्दाखेरि हामीले नेपाली महिलाहरूलाई एउटा भगवानको ठाउँमा राखेका छौँ। उहाँहरू भनेको देवी हुन्, काली रे अनि पार्वती अरू के सरस्वती हुन् रे, तर व्यवहारमा हामीलाई एउटा मानवको रूपमा देखिँदैन। आज केही एक्जाम्पलले तपाईँहरूलाई देखाहाले, मैले भनिरहनु पर्ने आवश्यक छैन। तर मलाई आशा छ अब दिनहरूमा यस्तो नहोस्। अनि हाम्रो अहिले यो इलेक्सनमा धेरै महिला दिदीबहिनीहरू हुँदै हुनुहुन्छ र आशा छ अब धेरैभन्दा धेरै महिला दिदीबहिनीहरूले यो चुनावमा जित्नुहुनेछ र एनआरएनमा महिलाहरूको सहभागिता बढी हुनेछ भन्ने आशा लिएको छु। अनि हामी अमेरिकामा बसेका छौँ, चाहे विश्वको कुनै ठाउँमा बस्छौँ, हाम्रो उद्देश्य भनेको नेपाल र नेपालको हितको लागि काम गर्ने हो। चाहे यहाँ एनआरएन होस्, चाहे एडवान होस्, चाहे जनसम्पर्क समिति, चाहे जुनै केही होस्, त्यो भनेको नेपाल र नेपालीको लागि हितको लागि काम गर्ने हो। आज हामी यहाँ छौँ, सबैले एउटा गुड हर्ट लिएर आइरहेका छौँ। हामीले सबैजना मिलेर नेपालको लागि केही गर्नुपर्छ। एनआरएनको वान अफ द मेन एजेन्डा पनि गिभिङ ब्याक टु नेपाल। तपाईँहरूलाई थाहा छ एडवान मेरो आफ्नो संस्थाले पनि नेपालमा धेरै बालबच्चालाई पढाउने र महिला इम्पावरमेन्टमा को काम गरिराखेको छ र अब भविष्यको दिनहरूमा पनि यस्तै तपाईँहरूको साथमा मिलेर सबै सङ्घ संस्थाहरू, सबै व्यक्तिहरू समान रूपमा मिलेर आफ्नो ठाउँमा बसेर आफ्नो कन्ट्रीको लागि के कन्ट्रिब्युसन गर्न सकिन्छ त्यो गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने मैले सबैमा अनुरोध छ। र अन्तमा के भन्न चाहन्छु भने वी हेभ टु क्रिएट द स्पेस, वी हेभ टु क्रिएट द सिचुएसन, इन्भाइरोमेन्ट वेयर एभ्री वान क्यान लिभ इक्वली एन्ड पिसफुल्ली। यति भन्दै यो कार्यक्रमको धेरै धेरै सफलताको कामना गर्दै मेरो सानो वक्तव्यलाई यहीँ टुङ्ग्याउँछु। धन्यवाद।
मैले यहाँहरू समक्ष हाम्रो यो छोटो समयमा एनआरएन एनसीसीले गरेको हाम्रो कार्य प्रगतिको कुराहरूलाई जुन कुरा हामीले सुरुवात गरेका छौँ पाइपलाइनमा राखेका मात्रै छौँ यसलाई हामीले यहाँहरूको सल्लाह सुझावबाट अगाडि बढाउन मात्रै खोजेका छौँ। बढाउन खोज्दै गर्दा हाम्रो कार्य अवधि सिद्धिएर निर्वाचनको डेट समेत घोषणा भइसकेको अवस्था छ। यद्यपि म यहाँहरूलाई केही कुरा जुन कुरा हामीले यहाँहरू समक्ष यहाँहरूको सल्लाह सुझावले अगाडि बढाएको कुरा राख्न चाहन्छु र यहाँ मैले आज भन्नै पर्छ यहाँ एनआरएन एनसीसीको इलेक्सनको डेट पनि घोषणा भइसकेको कारणले गर्दा उम्मेदवार मित्रहरू हुनुहुन्छ एनआरएनको मेम्बरहरू हुनुहुन्छ एकदम इनर्जेटिक तरिकाले यो कार्यक्रमलाई पार्टिसिपेट गरेर भएको छ। यो कार्यक्रमलाई सफल बनाउन आइरहनु भएको छ। म यहाँहरूलाई हार्दिक स्वागत पनि गर्न चाहन्छु। एनआरएन एनसीसी अमेरिकाको तेस्रो वार्षिक साधारण सभामा सहभागी हुनुभएका सम्पूर्ण एनआरएन साथीहरूमा हार्दिक अभिवादन। फेरि पनि यहाँहरूलाई अवगत भएको कुरा हो एनआरएन एनसीसी युएसएको वर्तमान कार्य समितिले छोटो समय अर्थात् 9 महिनाको अवधिको कार्यभार सम्हाले पश्चात एकपटकको नेपाली सधैँको नेपाली भन्ने मूल नाराका साथ तत्कालीन र दीर्घकालीन योजनाहरूका कार्यक्रम लिएर अगाडि बढिरहेको यहाँहरूलाई अवगतै छ। आज हामीलाई तपाईँहरू माझमा यो जानकारी प्रस्तुत गर्न पाउँदा निकै खुसी लागेको छ। यहाँहरूको अमूल्य मत पाए पश्चात बनेको नयाँ नेतृत्वले निर्वाचनमा यहाँहरू समक्ष राखेका प्रतिबद्धताहरू
Nrn USA organized by the Nrn committee here in the US. I believe this organization is very close to the hearts and minds of the Nepali people living here in this country. So this is absolutely a privilege and an honor to be here amongst you, not just as a speaker but also as an artist, because over the years, you know, US is not a new place to me. Over the years I've been coming here every now and then, and literally over the years I have seen how the Nepali diaspora, the Nepali community living in the States have grown so many folds. And they're not just from one particular region or one particular backgrounds in Nepal, but they are very, very inclusive. So the representation of the Nepali community here in Nepal is a very inclusively representing the Nepali population at large, right from the east of Nepal to the west, to the Mount Everest, to the Tarais of Nepal, from all sorts of backgrounds and ethnicity and culture and languages and religion. All Nepalis are representing here. And as an artist, you know, I get this opportunity of traveling around the world, meeting various Nepali diasporas living around the world, whether it be in North America, whether it be in America, Middle East, or Southeast Asia. That one thing that I've distinctly noticed is that, of course, Nepali living in all these various regions do adopt to the local flavors. But deep down into their heart, they retain the Nepaliness. And that Nepaliness is what connects us. Connects all of us, whether we're living in Nepal or we're living in abroad or wherever we're living in this globalized world. That Nepaliness that you have passionately retained in your heart, despite the various countries that you have adopted, is what binds us together. And NRN is probably a body that totally emphasizes on that. So this is an absolute delight. I do want you to retain that Nepaliness in your heart, because I am also of a firm belief that, you know, the origin of a person can never be snatched away by anyone, nor can you voluntarily abandon it. Origin of oneself is there for a lifetime, no matter which country you live in this globalized world today, no matter which country's citizenship you adopt, no matter what, your origin will always retain with you. I mean, if you are in America and you take an American citizen and you become an American, that Nepali will always be attached to you. You'll be known as an American of Nepali origin. So there is no way that you can abandon your origin. Your origin is so deep-rooted. And that is why I see that when NRN bodies and people living around the world come up with this slogan of saying once a Nepali, always a Nepali, I can see the passion and energy that is coming out of their heart. Because they sincerely mean that. Because no matter where they are living, yes, of course, they are loyal to the country they have adopted. They are sincere to the country they have adopted. They make a contribution to the country they have adopted. But the Nepaliness in them is something that they never would want to abandon. And that is one of the reasons why they say, once a Nepali, always a Nepali. And that, I think, I don't know if there is anyone here representing the government of Nepal. The government of Nepal should take it very sincerely and seriously. And I think sooner or later, it's probably just a matter of time that this slogan will come as a reality and not just as a slogan. So once a Nepali, always a Nepali. Keep that up. And so like I said, I was just spontaneously asked to speak 2 words. I've already taken up 2 minutes, so they would probably not be happy if I stay here too long. But of course, we have a cultural program this evening, so I hope to see you all this evening as well. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Really shown generosity in my campaign for US Congress in 2012. We have really shown the Nepali community. One thing I have really seen is, if we have a really good cause, we all Nepali can unite and get behind and make that successful. So I believe that we have broke that ice in 2012, and I'm really happy to see 2 or 3 more candidates actually emerge to run for a local election, right here in Washington, D.C. and also in Atlanta area. So we have to continue that trend. We have to come to the American political mainstream, and we have to keep that effort going so that we can have the voice in the local level, state level, and also federal level. So one of the things I want to point out with my campaign, what we have achieved is that the Congress, US Congress, and also the White House now really paying attention to the 300,000 Nepalese diaspora here in the United States. And they are reaching out to us with the various needs, how they can help, what are the issues with the community here. And I'm in constant contact with member of Congress also to address them about the current situation of Nepalese here in the US and also in Nepal. So most likely I wanted to talk to you about today is after my campaign, I went to Nepal. Nepalको स्थिति तपाईहरुलाई हेर्नै भएको छ. I'm not going to get into detail. Nepal is in a very desperate condition today. And I'm very shameful to be called Nepali, to see Nepal in that condition and not finding anybody to stand up to do something about it. I met with so many people with all different walks of life. म 6 महिना बिताएँ शहरदेखि गएर गाउँ-गाउँमा गएर एउटै कुरा मैले के आवाज देखेँ नेपालीबाट कि अब हाम्रो देशमा परिवर्तन चाहिन्छ, हाम्रो देशमा एउटा नयाँ लिडरशिपको जरुरी छ, तपाईहरु नेपालीहरु आउनुस्, we want to have a reverse migration. किनभने अतिरै भयो, जति पनि तपाईको अरबमा गइरहेका छन् युवाहरु, महिला वर्गहरुको ह्युमन ट्राफिकिङ भइरहेछ र एउटा जाडो सानोदेखि सानो बेसिक नेसेसिटी एउटा पानी बिजुली तपाईको अधिकार पनि सरकारले दिन सकेको छैन भने दिस इज आवर ड्युटी नाउ. जसरी तपाईको साउथ कोरिया बन्यो, जसरी मलेसिया बन्यो, जसरी सिंगापुर बन्यो, जसरी चिले बन्यो, जसरी युरोपियन कन्ट्रीजको कतिवटा मुलुकहरु रिभर्स माइग्रेसन गरेर तपाईको डायस्पोरा फर्केर र जति पनि पेट्रियट्सहरु थिए बाहिरबाट तिनीहरु देशमा फर्केर उनीहरुले देशमा लगानी गरेर पोलिटिकली, इकोनोमिकली, सोशली गरेर उनीहरुले चेन्ज ल्याएको छ. त्यस्तै आज हामीले गर्ने एभ्री नेपालीहरुको अधिकारको लागि हामीले अगाडि बढ्नु पर्छ. र म नेपालबाट फर्केपछि एउटा अभियान स्टार्ट गरेको छु, मुभमेन्ट फर चेन्ज, M4C क्याम्पेन, जसको एउटा मूल उद्देश्य हो, एउटा प्लेटफर्म म खडा गर्दैछु. It is a political driven. It's not an NGO. It is not a social organization. If we need to bring a change, we have to bring change in a political leadership of country. And that is what I am really working with the youth in Nepal and all over the world to bring this platform, to give this platform so that we will have new ideas, we will have a new leadership, and we will have a new force to reckon with. So I am standing here and calling all Nepalese well-wishers here in US and around the world to join this campaign, and let's be the voice for the voiceless and bring the peace, prosperity, and development in Nepal. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to make a quick announcement. Recently, Ms. Ms. Niva Pradhan has released a book published by Mascot Books titled The Best of Both Worlds, A Pioneer's Perspective on Straddling East and West. The book has been recently published and is out on Skids, so please go check it out.
धन्यवाद म पनि एक नेपाली नारी हुँ र आज यो अवसरमा मेरो नयाँ किताब परिचय गर्न दिनुभएकोमा खगेन्द्रजी NRN का कमिटीहरु सबैजनालाई धेरै धन्यवाद छ र थ्यांक यू फर इन्भाइटिङ मी जस्ट few words half a minute maybe the name of the book is The Best of Both Worlds. It was released recently like last week and I wanted to share a story of an immigrant. So I came to the US as a student in the 80s, in the mid-80s, and then have raised family and have worked as a woman in the United States with the Federal Credit Union banking industry. And I felt a desire to write to share the challenges of Nepalese coming to the US, starting with student life to living a family value and sharing our culture of the country, which is so rich and diverse here in the United States. So I think it will be applicable for all Nepalese living across the US or in other countries in the world. And I hope to share just an excerpt. The proceeds of the book is going to charity, to women and children's organizations for disadvantaged communities. So it is about the cross-cultural journey and it is about multiculturalism and how we are able to uphold our tradition and our culture in a new world. Some of the key virtues in the East are respect for elders, sense of belongingness, connectedness, and a deep sense of gratitude. And the values here in the West are dignity of labor, opportunities, and philanthropic attitude of the American people. So while the challenge of balancing two starkly different cultures might seem like a daunting task, I have shared how my deep-rooted Eastern philosophy allowed for me to discover that opposing values can be complementary. How I have been able to attain a balance between cultures, between family and work, and between myself and the world at large. So my deep hope is that the next generation of the Nepalese, the youth, will find it interesting. Today I would like to present this to NRN. Dhanyavad.
Thank you so much, Ms. Niva Pradhan. And now, please welcome on stage Mr. Harry Pantani, Democratic Youth Leader.
Thank you so much. Thank you, NRN, for this wonderful opportunity and bringing all Nepalese all over the United States together for a cause. And thank you. My name is Harry Bandari, and I ran for elections in 2014 from District 8. I was a couple of hundred votes short. That does not mean that we lost. A friend of mine, like you were just a couple of hundred votes short. Next time, you will get there, but keep on fighting. I do remember Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech. He says, if you can fly, fly. If you cannot fly, run. If you cannot run, walk. However, you have to move forward. Either you have to crawl, but keep on moving forward. And what I would like to say is, identity, the question of identity and the community empowerment is not going to start nowhere if you do not come to the mainstream politics. I started mainstream politics and I'm really honored to be Young Democrats of America's Minority Caucus General Secretary. I'm honored to be appointed in Baltimore County Government Planning Commission. What does that all mean to coming generation? We might not be here 40 years.
सर्वप्रथम NRN NCC of USA ले यो तेस्रो महासभाको आयोजना गरी यो मौका दिनुभएकोमा म आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु र यो भेलाको सफलताको लागि पनि म कामना गर्दछु। म यहाँ दुई क्षमतामा उभिएको छु। एउटा एनआरएन यहाँहरू जस्तै एनआरएनको हैसियतमा, त्यसको हैसियतमा म के भन्न चाहन्छु भनेदेखि हामीहरूले यात्रा गर्ने बाटो लामो छ, सुरु गरेका छौँ। निश्चय पनि धेरै सकारात्मक कुराहरू छन्, तर गर्न काम धेरै बाँकी छ। तर एउटा कुरो के स्पष्ट भइसकेको छ भनेदेखि यदि हामीहरूले यो हामीहरूको आफ्नो चाहना अथवा बाध्यताले अँगालेर रहेको भूमिमा आएर साझा उद्देश्य बनाएर सहकार्य गरेर एकताको आधारमा एउटै आवाजमा अगाडि बढ्यौँ भनेदेखि यो ठाउँमा, यो नयाँ ठाउँमा पनि हामी एउटा आफ्नो अस्तित्व सिर्जना गर्न सक्छौँ भन्ने कुरो मेरो विश्वास छ। र यो तर्फ लाग्नको लागि हामीहरूले एनआरएनको एउटा भिजन र एउटा उद्देश्य र साझा कार्यलाई अगाडि लिएर बढौँ। मेरो शुभकामना छ। एनआरएन एउटा जटिल परिस्थितिबाट अगाडि बढेको छ। यो अहिले केही प्रगतिका बाटाहरू छन्, त्यसमा हामीले गौरव गर्नुपर्छ। काम गर्नु धेरै बाँकी छ। नेपाली भएको हुनाले हामी सबैले गौरव गर्छौँ। नेपालप्रति हामी गौरव गर्छौँ। नेपालका आफ्नै समस्याहरू होला, त्यो हामीलाई पनि थाहा छ। तर हामीहरूले त्यसमा एउटा नकारात्मक सोच राखेर भन्दा सकारात्मक दृष्टिकोण राखेर हामी नेपालीहरू जहाँ जहाँ रहे तापनि त्यहीँबाट सहयोगी भावनाले र बाहिर भएको ठाउँमा नेपालको एउटा शिरलाई माथि लानेतर्फ हामीले ध्यान दियौँ भने नेपालप्रति हाम्रो भूमिका निर्वाह भएको मैले ठानेछु। त्यसो भएको हुनाले अहिलेको बदलिदो परिस्थितिमा हामी जहाँ रहे तापनि नेपाली छौँ र जहाँ रहे तापनि त्यो ठाउँमा पनि म के भन्छु भनेदेखि अमेरिकामा रहेका नेपालीहरूले नेपालप्रति गौरव गर्नु, नेपालीप्रति गौरव गर्नु र नेपाली हुनुमा गौरव गर्नुको साथसाथै यहाँ एउटा कुरामा के लाज मान्नु हुँदैन भनेदेखि नेपाली अमेरिकन भन्न हामीले लाज मान्नु हुँदैन। किनभने यो माटोमा हामीले देखाउनु छ भनेदेखि नेपाली अमेरिकन भएर लाग्नै पर्छ। त्यसमा हामी सबैको लागि म शुभकामना दिन चाहन्छु। अर्को टोपी मैले आज लगाएको छु, वन हार्ट वर्ल्ड वाइड। एउटा सानो संस्था छ सान फ्रान्सिस्कोमा जसले नेपालका दुर्गम ठाउँहरूमा अति आवश्यक सेवा र सुविधाहरू पुर्याउने काममा लागेको छ। यहाँहरूलाई थाहा छ, हरेक 90 सेकेन्डमा, संसारको यो तथ्याङ्क हो, हरेक 90 सेकेन्डमा एउटा महिला बच्चा जन्माउने क्रममा मर्ने गर्छ। यो यथार्थता हो। यो हाम्रो नेपालमा पनि छ। यस्तै तरिकाले संसारको आँकडा हेर्दाखेरि 5.2 मिलियन चिल्ड्रेनहरू, बच्चा बच्चीहरू आफ्नो पहिलो महिनाको जन्म मितिमा आउँदाखेरि बितेका हुन्छन्। र यो वन हार्ट वर्ल्ड वाइडले नेपालमा एउटा बच्चा एउटा आमा मार्फत यो तस्विरलाई परिवर्तन गर्न खोजेको छ। अहिले आफ्टरनुनमा यसको एउटा सेसन छ, यहाँहरू आउनुहोस्। र म के भन्न चाहन्छु भनेदेखि यो वन हार्ट वर्ल्ड वाइडको तर्फबाट, त्यहाँका पदाधिकारीहरूको तर्फबाट एनआरएन कम्युनिटी अमेरिकामा, विश्वको कुनै पनि ठाउँमा जहाँ हुनुहुन्छ आएर सहयोग गर्नुहोस् र नेपालमा परिवर्तन सानो रूपमा पनि ल्याउन सकिन्छ। वास्तवमा कहिलेकाहीँ सानो परिवर्तनले ठुलो आकार लिन्छ र धेरै राम्रा कुराहरू हुन सक्छन्। तपाईँहरू हात जोड्न आउनुहोस्। आफ्टरनुनमा एउटा सेसन छ, त्यसमा आउनुहोस्। यसले के गर्छ, के परिवर्तन गरेको छ, के सकारात्मक कामहरू गरेको छ भन्ने कुरामा म यहाँहरूलाई अलिकति जानकारी दिन्छु। म यो संस्थाको एउटा गुडविल चाहिँ रिप्रेजेन्टेटिभको हैसियतले। र यति भन्दै समयको अभावमा म यहाँसँग बिदा दिन्छु र पुनः यो आजको जुन कार्यक्रम छ, भोलिको कार्यक्रम छ, यो सफलताको कामना गर्छु। र यो अर्गनाइज गर्ने साथीहरू छन्, एनआरएनका अहिलेका पदाधिकारीहरू, अवेन्द्रजीको नेतृत्वमा र हाम्रो लोक तयारी संयोजक हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँहरूप्रति म आभार पनि व्यक्त गर्छु। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, Dr. Taranirala. Now moving forward, I would like to call on stage Mr. Hari Sharma, who currently serves as the chairman for the Loudoun County Democrats. Mr. Hari Sharma.
Democratic Party of Auburn County, I would like to wish you all the best and a pleasant trip to Washington. I would like to bring a couple of points to your attention now, that how significant these Nepali Americans, peoples are in this United States of America. Recently, we witnessed election of the Attorney General of Commonwealth of Virginia, where this elections vote, after counting all these 2 million plus votes, there was plus or minus 102 votes. Therefore, we all realize that how significant these 102 votes are, whereas all these Nepalese community within these Washington metropolitans are more than 5,000 non-official statistics reflects. Therefore, I respectfully request you to expose or just move on yourself to this American party and politics and cast your vote. The second thing is our Nepalese Americans number are not reflecting in this United States Census Board properly. Whereas whenever after certain period of time they do those Census Bureau statistics and it reflects a lot less number of those Nepalese Americans than what we are in reality. Therefore, my another request to all these Nepalese Americans are let's put your presses to your those kind of legal those representatives of your constituency. And the third one
र विशेष गरी यो गरिमामय कार्यक्रममा हामीले संस्थाको उद्देश्यलाई कसरी सफल पार्ने भन्नेमा हामी केन्द्रित रहनुपर्ने अवस्था छ। त्यसो भएको हुनाले म संक्षेपमा केही कुराहरू निवेदन गर्न चाहन्छु। हामी विभिन्न संस्थामा आबद्ध भए तापनि विभिन्न संस्थामा आबद्ध हुँदाहुँदै पनि हामीलाई नेपालको राजनीतिले यो 7 समुद्र पारी आउँदा पनि छोड्न सकेको छैन। यो तितो सत्यलाई नकार्न सकिँदा पनि सकिन्न। यस्तो परिस्थितिमा नेपालमा क्रियाशील राजनीतिक पार्टीहरूको नजिकमा रहेर एउटा सामाजिक संस्थाको रूपमा यहाँ विभिन्न संस्थाहरू कार्यरत छन् र त्यसैको आडमा नढाकिकन भन्दाखेरि कुनै पनि संस्थाहरूको चुनावमा त्यसैको आधारमा त्यसलाई बल मानेर हामी चुनावमा उम्मेदवारी दिने र त्यसैको आधारमा जित्न सकिन्छ भन्ने एउटा कल्पना गरेर हामी अगाडि बढिराखेका छौँ। यो कुरालाई चिर्दै म निवेदन गर्न चाहन्छु, हामीले सामाजिक संस्थाहरूलाई राजनीतिकबाट अलिकति मुक्त गर्नको निम्ति हामीले कोसिस गर्नुपर्छ।
आइसिसीका पदाधिकारीज्यूहरू, उपस्थित हुनुभएका अमेरिकाका विभिन्न राज्यबाट उपस्थित हुनुभएका आदरणीय विभिन्न संस्थासँग आबद्ध प्रतिनिधि साथीहरू र एनआरएनको 3rd एनुअल इलेक्सनलाई सफल बनाउन विभिन्न ठाउँबाट आउनुभएका आदरणीय दाजुभाइ तथा दिदीबहिनीहरू, यहाँहरूलाई म मेरो व्यक्तिगत तर्फबाट र मैले प्रतिनिधित्व गरेको संस्था नेपाली जनसङ्घ समिति अमेरिकाको तर्फबाट हार्दिक अभिवादन गर्न चाहन्छु। र मलाई अत्यन्तै खुसी लागेको छ आज एनआरएन एनसीसी यति ठुलो मात्रामा अमेरिकी समाजमा यो मुलुकमा 8 महिना 9 महिना अगाडि 300 350 मेम्बर मात्र लिएर हिँडेको संस्था आज 9 महिना 10 महिनाभित्र फड्को मारेर 11,000 12,000 मेम्बर बनाएर यति ठुलो सफल संस्था बनेको छ। यो तपाईँ हामी सबैको सफलता हो र स्पेसली म यो बोर्डलाई
नेतृत्वको लागि हामी निर्वाचनको प्रक्रियामा गएका छौँ। बजारमा धेरै साथीहरूले निर्वाचनमा प्रतिस्पर्धा गर्नको लागि उम्मेदवारी घोषणा गर्नुभएको छ, सार्वजनिक कार्यक्रमबाट गर्नुभएको छ, फेसबुकबाट गर्नुभएको छ। यहाँ पनि सानो सानो फ्ल्यागहरू ल्याएर यहाँ बाँडिरहनु भएको छ। म तपाईँ सम्पूर्णलाई अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु, अस्वस्थ प्रतिस्पर्धा नगर्नुहोस्, स्वस्थ रूपमा हामी सबैजना मिलौँ। सकिन्छ भने यहाँ धेरै अध्यक्षका उम्मेदवार साथीहरू यहाँ हुनुहुन्छ, तपाईँहरू एउटा कुनामा बस्नुहोस् भने बेलुका हामी यो समाजमा रहेका सामाजिक संस्थाको अगुवाको हैसियतले यदि हामीले त्यसलाई सहजकर्ताको भूमिका निर्वाह गरिदिनुपर्छ भने म तयार छु। आनन्द विष्टसँग पनि मेरो कुरो भएको छ, उहाँ पनि तयार हुनुहुन्छ। लगायतका अन्य साथीहरू सबैजना बसौँ, एउटा इतिहास बनाऊ हामी। तपाईँ हाम्रा बिचमा कसैको कसैसँग प्रतिस्पर्धा छैन, हामी सबैको सहयात्रा हो। हामी साझा उद्देश्यको लागि यहाँ लडिरहेका छौँ, साझा हाम्रो अभियान हो। त्यसकारण हामी सबैजना एउटा कुरामा बसौँ, एउटा निष्कर्ष निकाल्ने प्रयत्न गरौँ। सकिन्छ 100% एब्सोल्युट निष्कर्ष निकालौँ, सकिँदैन भने हामीले अत्याधिक मात्रामा यसलाई एचिभ गर्ने प्रयत्न गरौँ भन्ने कुरा म तपाईँहरू अवगत गर्न चाहन्छु। यो शुभकामना मन्तव्य अनि धेरै लामो समय
Mr. Chairman, Honorable Assistant Secretary of U.S. Department of State, Honorary Consuls and Consul Generals, distinguished guests, friends from media, and ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar and greetings to all of you. At the outset, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to the AGM Organizing Committee for inviting me to attend this third annual general meeting of the Nrn USA. I feel honored and privileged to be here amidst a galaxy of friends, intellectuals, and valuable audience this morning. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations and best wishes for the grand success of this important event. The United States has become one of the most mesmerizing destinations for Nepalese people who leave the country for the quest of employment and higher education. The number has been increasing impressively every year. I believe that such increasing number of Nepalese people in the USA is expected to contribute significantly to the people-to-people contacts and socio-economic development of Nepal. It is gratifying to note that, on the one hand, Nepalese diaspora, in spite of being settled here in the US, have a strong attachment to their native land.
अब हाम्रो अलिकति अफ्टरनुनको फोरमहरू पनि अलिकति पुस्ट आउट भएको हुनाले यहाँहरूले हामीसँग बियर गरेर टाइम दिनु होला भन्ने हामीले आशा राखिरहेका छौँ। र यति भन्दै म चाहिँ आज चाहिँ यस पोडियममा हाम्रा एनआरएन एनसीसीका अहिलेका पदाधिकारी र आईसीसीका जो साथीहरू उपस्थित हुनुहुन्छ उहाँलाई यहाँ म पोडियममा आउन रिक्वेस्ट गर्छु। अब यसमा म चाहिँ अहिले स्टार्टिङ विथ आवर सिनियर VP लोक तिवारीजी, हाम्रो आजको कन्भिनर यहाँ आउनुहोस् प्लिज। अनि हाम्रो भाइस प्रेसिडेन्ट श्री पराजुलीज्यू, हाम्रो महासचिव अर्को भाइस प्रेसिडेन्ट बनिता कटिलाज्यू, हाम्रो महासचिव कृष्ण पोखरेलज्यू, सेक्रेटरी वेद बस्नेत, ट्रेजरर वेद बस्नेत, जोइन्ट ट्रेजरर हाम्रो संजीव श्रेष्ठज्यू, जोइन्ट सेक्रेटरी दिल श्रेष्ठज्यू आउनुहोस्।